Houston Texans fans, thank you.
For what?
Just thank you for the long roller coaster of a season that y'all rode with us on this. We rode it together. We we well, Texans lost to the Chiefs today. A lot of mixed emotions everywhere. NFL fans, some Texans fans blaming the refs. Uh, D'Amico pretty much said it
He
was
did
us.
everything he could not to call out them referees.
Yes,
He
he
did
said it was
everything
us
he could.
against everybody. When I mean everybody, I mean everybody, the doubters and everything. But then he did state the obvious that, of course, there was some misplays on special teams. Defense missed a few key tackles. Offensive line did not protect their quarterback. Um, there was a lot of stuff.
It just wasn't. It was not. It's like, why are y'all surprised? The same shit that fucking we done all year. We were doing good. They
Yeah,
punched us back, and we reverted back to bad habit. That's all that. That's what happened. You know what I'm
true.
saying? CJ
It,
didn't trust the line. CJ stood like a cone. We couldn't run the ball no more. Nobody knew what the fuck was going on. It was just bad football. And them being the geniuses that they fucking are, they knew when to do it. The dude blitzed
Mm-hmm.
on 5 straight plays. 5 straight plays, and it shooketh us. And we didn't know what to do. Like, kudos to you, bro. That's why y'all are the defending champs 2 times over and might get a third one. Like, what's
yep.
that old saying that the pimp say? The game is to be sold, not told. Like, you can't tell a motherfucker how to win a championship, but you can show them, and that's what they did to us today. Like, I ain't tripping. Like, CJ dog, not Stroud, but my homeboy, you were right, bro. We fucking lost, but I mean, it is what it is. The irony to it is like, what the fuck are you mad for? Because you're everybody who did something fucked up, you're not gonna replace them because you just wouldn't. Would you replace CJ?
No, hell no.
No.
Why critique him? Can you replace Kaimi?
Probably not.
That's my fucking point. Then what are we? We're not. There's no point in bitching about it. Of course, we wish he would have made this shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But he
Yeah.
didn't. And the fact that we can't find as talented as a kicker as him, we're not gonna do nothing about it. So he just has to do better.
I mean, look around the league. There was some amazing kickers that have had terrible games,
Yes,
terrible games. It's one of those things. I don't hold it against him. As far as CJ, I mean, being completely honest out there, who the hell is he playing out there with? He's playing an O line that allowed 8 sacks. Some of his receivers were, yeah. I mean, the fact that people had to tweet out to Wayne to plant his feet on a catch is like, all right, well, this is what we got, so ain't nothing we can do
you
about
know,
it.
like I ain't blaming Wayne because
Yeah,
in all fairness, you didn't have no fucking business there, bro. Like you just
yeah.
weren't ready to be there because there was the play where no, seriously, where
I know.
When Nick Bolton blitzed up the motherfucking A gap and he scared the shit out of CJ and CJ just threw it up there and Wayne almost caught it with one hand, but when
Yeah,
I seen that, I was thinking, I was like, Diggs goes back for that ball. Tank goes back for that ball. Like that would have been a kid. It's just like it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like he did with the best he could with what he had, and he just wasn't enough.
I mean, when you look at the game as a whole, like outside of just the game and the season, I mean, you limped into this game. You limped into this game. Two receivers down. Petrie out. I mean, everybody has injuries, but I mean, when you look at our team, we have some major injuries also on, especially the offensive side. Um, and it's just one of those things where it's like people that were blaming CJ. It's like I'm not blaming him. I'm not gonna blame anything of it.
Yeah,
Like people were saying it.
bro. Blame CJ Stroud for fuck. I'm gonna cuss you out. Like it's just not fair, bro. This motherfucker ran for 21 yards on the first drive to pick up like a third and a 16, and he ran the fucking safety over. Bro, like he popped him with the shoulder. If you could say what you want about CJ, but he gave you everything he had today. And he had nothing else to give you. What else do you want from the motherfucker?
Dude got helped off of the field at the end. He's
Twice.
like, I put my body on the line for you, man. I don't know. Like, I get why fans are upset. I mean, the narrative, of course, of the refs, two questionable calls, especially a lot of NFL players, ex-players were tweeting about them like, yeah, this is ridiculous. But all in all, I'm not going to blame just the refs on this game. Did they make it harder than it needed to be? Of course. But if you don't make all your bonehead penalties and plays and 8 sacks, you probably have a closer game for sure.
For sure. But I still feel like this, like before I point a finger at them, I'm gonna point a finger at ourselves, and 5 minutes left in the game, you still had a chance to win it.
Just no offensive hustle, heart, grit.
We were trying to figure it out, bro. Bobby Slowick, he shot his load on that 10-minute drive. Like everything Bobby Slowick has in his brain, he put it there. That was a master class of play calling. It was, because not only did he mix it up, he was like, okay, I can't get you in and beat you. I can't get you out because you won't fall for it. Let me spread you out, and mix it went to work. It was a beautiful set of a series of calls. And then once he showed his hand, Spagnuolo was like, okay, sit down, young boy. Let me show you why I'm who I am. And I mean, he just got us. What can you do about it?
Yeah. There was a moment in the second where I was like, oh, their defensive coordinator changed some shit up. And Bobby, you better think on the fly. And he kind of spurted.
The thing that people won't consider, I don't think, is no matter what the narrative, the actuality of the game is that they're so smart, they knew how to not let us win, meaning Mahomes did not give us that chance not one time for our defense to make a play on a ball. Like he just was not going to let anybody be a hero today. And that's we're dependent on that to win. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that they were able to be disciplined enough not to do that. That's the reason why they beat us. You know what I'm saying? Be that as it may, I'll give y'all those flowers, Kansas City, because y'all are good. But there's one thing that I'm gonna go back to on today. Fuck you, Pat Mahomes. I'm not a fan of yours no more, you bitch made boy. Nothing made me sicker to my stomach than to see you try to flop on Toa Toa on you bitch ass motherfucker, dog. Like, that's what's wrong with football. That's why y'all get them hoe ass calls, and fuck you, dog. And Kelsey, you too. You look like you learned your dance moves at a Diddy party. Fuck you, dog.
I seen him fucking try and draw the fucking flag, and I was like, oh, I bet Zach's mad as fuck over there right now.
Bro, as soon as I seen that shit, I said he learned that from LeBron.
That was a LeBron
That's what it
move.
looked like to me. They even fucking said it on there. They were like, oh, he's trying to draw the flag. Instead of stepping out, he just slows down and tries to catch the flag. And I was like, that's fucked up.
Which it's funny.
No, he literally felt the hands on his back, and Toa Toa never, like, you couldn't see his arms do shit. And then Pat, he just fell. He fell forward like a motherfucker. He fell forward like Ricky on Boys in the Hood. Like, what the fuck is going on, dog?
Yeah, there was
that shit. I was like, that's some bullshit. What the fuck?
There was a
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know what they were commenting about, but I didn't like that.
and
they didn't really.
see, the refs don't want to hear me either, man. That's what it is.
There was Bills fans
commenting.
No, the Bills fans were like, wow, I don't hear any Chiefs fans ever trying to say that Josh Allen flops when your quarterback literally just did it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll still consider him the GOAT, but I lost a lot of respect for that. Like, there's one thing to manipulate rules to your favor, but now you're just outright begging for a call.
I mean, the roughing the passer was questionable. A lot of players, J.J. Watt was like, this is ridiculous. Marcus Stewart and a bunch of other players were like, yo, come on, dog. Like, this can't be called. Like, this is what's wrong with the NFL. The second call where the two defenders ran into each other, late slide by Mahomes, there was so many people upset. I mean, the fact that Troy Aikman legit was like, come on, man. Like, are you kidding me?
But Mechie didn't get a helmet to helmet, and he legit got popped in the face mask. I was like, how is that not a helmet to helmet? Because that would have put us way closer to that field goal.
The possession with CJ right after the Mahomes one, he got hit in the head. They didn't call nothing. The Dalton Schultz, the hip tackle, he legit looked at the ref like, bro, that's a hip tackle. We've seen that multiple times. Joe Mixon got hurt during the season, and they never call it. It's just like, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna blame the refs, but there are some like BS things going on with that.
You know,
Hey, so I think Troy said it. He's like, bro, if you look at his stat sheet, Houston won this game except for in the score. Like it's very hard to be critical when we outplayed the
Yeah,
other team. Like we truly did outplay the other
we
team.
made history.
I think
So, Weapon.
How so?
No, so Houston is the first team to outgain their opponent by 100 plus yards. We had 336 to 212, not turn the ball over, and lose a postseason game. The teams were 49-0. Now it's 49-1. Yeah, it's tough, but
That's what I'm saying. It's very hard to
yeah.
nitpick because we went in that bitch swinging, and like I don't give a fuck, dog. Will Anderson showed up.
yeah, he
He
did.
tackled a grown ass man with one hand.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick, for that draft. That pick was amazing. This guy became a man.
I'll give
Yeah,
CJ credit. Like CJ was not a
the,
problem today. CJ did his fucking thing. I also would give love to Jared Patterson today because he was opening some shit up for Mixon. He was doing his thing. Early in the game, I'd also gave flowers to Shaq Mason. In the second half, I was questioning how the fuck they brought you
I was thinking that when he got that
Also,
penalty.
fuck Pat Mahomes for pulling off that fucking touchdown where he just decided to do Pat Mahomes shit and fucking fly across the
He
floor.
always does that,
I
but
know.
that was he's had to pick. Like that was the one chance we had
Yeah.
all pick.
Yeah,
Yeah. And Travis Kelce was just like, nah, mine.
dude. When I say like I hate like Justin Herbert, I honestly think I hate the Chiefs like more than
As a
Herbert,
whole.
more than just because like I get like for me, whenever it comes to the game, when you're a dynasty, trust me, as us being Astro fans, I realize how hatred it is, like that you can't lose and all that shit. But then there's just certain things like, all right, I can't like. First of all, I don't care for Taylor Swift, like and all that shit. And Travis Kelce is annoying.
Mm-mm.
I've always disliked him as a player. Like I don't care for you. Like I was always team Mark Andrews anyway. And it was just like Mahomes, you're the GOAT, but today it was just like, all right, I had to watch this and watch y'all, and it's like this is disgusting. Like I can't root for y'all anymore.
I don't hate y'all. Y'all figured it
Yeah.
out. Like I say, y'all are the gold standard of
Yes.
football. I'll give you that. But as like individuals, I don't fucking like most of y'all. I love y'all's defense. I love everybody on y'all's defense. The other side, not so much. Not so much. Who else balled today? I mean, people say Mixon balled today. He did his thing.
Alton Schultz had that good reception at the beginning.
He did good that first.
Yeah, one catch. Fuck
Yeah.
that dude. Hutchins was dropping balls. He wasn't.
Mechie had some clutch receptions.
Both of them.
Wow, this is terrible. The pool report came out for the NFL officiating on the roughing the passer calls. Martin says, I had a forcible contact to the face mask area with Will Anderson, so I went with roughing the passer on the play.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said that the play later on was he said it was a bang bang play. He said that Mahomes slid, so obviously when he slides, he's considered defenseless. So he had a forcible contact there with the hairline to the helmet.
He did not slide. He tried to fucking dance, and then once he figured out he had nowhere to go, he just fell over. Like he just fell over like that old broad on that help I can't get up commercial. Like you're a fucking runner, bro. You get popped. What do you think is going on here?
Now I wish you would have got hit. It's like I wish you would have got hit. I would have at least been happier with the call. Yeah, I don't know.
What?
There's a lot of flowers to go around. There's a lot of I know a lot of people were mad at Chris Boyd in the Frank Ross situation. They asked him about it. He was like, he thought he got the fumble. He ran over there to Frank Ross and was like, yeah. He said he was too turned up. He pushed him. And he's like, I got the fumble. And Frank Ross was like, I didn't come up to you to tell you congrats. I told you to turn around. Look, you got a penalty for taking helmet off, and they got the ball back." And he was like, "What the heck?" So he's like, "We're good." He goes, "That was my bad." He goes, "I learned from my mistakes." He goes, "I shouldn't get too
Yeah,
turned
you
up."
are going to learn from your mistakes on another team next year because you're the only one that keeps fucking up every week.
Every week he has a penalty. At least he got it in the first. I was like,
all in all, bro, like I ain't tripping. I understand why we lost today. Be that as it may, it doesn't feel any better. And also, this is kind of where I thought the kind of team we were. Like I wasn't sold that we were a complete Super Bowl contender until I realized how good our defense is. But I do believe we're in that pack. We can fuck with anybody, and that's where we finished.
now you got to make those little tweaks. Now
Well, I'm
you get
saying, just look at the other three teams that are in the fucking playoffs still. You got Pat, you got Lamar, and you got Josh Allen. Like those are the upper echelon quarterbacks of the NFL. And it's like CJ, you're still there with him 2 years in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
I mean, barring the injuries, barring the season that we had, I mean, we played ring around the rosy with the O-line so many times. The receiver group, I mean, we went from we thought we had too many receivers to we don't even have enough receivers. So it's like mix and missing games and all that stuff. Pierce being Pierce and just being MIA. Defense showed up, showed out. It's one of those things
who's
where it's like,
missing? We had like 9 receivers: Nico, Diggs, Tank, Robert, Mechie, Hutchins.
Sims at the beginning.
In the beginning, we had Noah Brown, but we let him go.
No, he didn't start this season here.
Oh,
Steven Sims, we had him at the beginning. And then we had one with a fucking weird name.
I don't know.
oh,
I don't know how
the guy we got from the Rams. I heard.
but he didn't start the season either. Ben Skoranek.
Yeah, I know he was on Deontay Johnson, bro. You forgot him?
Fuck that guy.
He didn't start the season, but yeah, him.
Well, he's here for a game and some practice. Practice? All right, how we feeling heading into off season?
Oh, I mean, I don't want to go. I wish we were still playing, but like to me, there's people I'm willing to part ways with that I wasn't willing to part ways with when the season started. I can tell you that much.
I feel the fact that D'Amico was so open in his last press conference after the game, and he called out pretty much the O-line.
Mm-hmm.
I expect major changes. I'm gonna save those for our videos because you have some ideas of Lermy Tunsil going bye-bye.
But it's not just him.
I know,
bro, I have a long list. Like
I know.
Earlier, I told Kevo no. I'm okay with getting rid of Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, I mean, you not do nothing. We signed you, and you've pretty much been MIA.
No, you made me look like a jackass, bro. I gave you fucking credit many a time for being a good blocker, and I was willing to overlook your non-productivity at catching the fucking ball on account of you were blocking. Well, guess what? You're not blocking very well. So, bye.
What about y'all's boy?
Obviously, Damian Pierce should not come back to this team.
I like I just asked. Troy Aikman thinks that he is amazing.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Troy Aikman was
I'm
like,
good with it, bro. I ain't tripping. The motherfuckers you're banking on to take us somewhere in the future showed up for the most part anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of content that we can make on this. I mean, you're gonna have to figure out the receiver thing with Diggs and Tank Dell pretty much missing all of next season. You're gonna have to figure out the running back situation. I doubt Pierce just comes back. O-line situation, defense. You get Petrie back next season. Hopefully, we can get rid of your boy at safety that we always keep re-signing for something.
His ass gone. His ass gone, son. For what Miles Bryant was able to do for pennies on that dollar, his ass is gone. For real.
Nick is there on the phone. He like, yeah, I already got those trades ready. I got you.
And we're talking about Jimmy fucking Ward. Now,
yeah, I know. Ooh, Will Anderson just called out the refs.
Hell yeah.
He said we knew it was going to be us versus the refs going into this game.
Big Bronny got something to say.
I mean, he's like, hey, I'm gonna get he's like, I'm gonna get my paycheck. I don't give a shit.
Well, he balled out. I'll give him
Yeah.
that. He's definitely the best player on defense today.
CJ, you were wrong about that one.
Yeah, CJ, you're wrong about that one.
You said that we should trade Will Anderson. All right. Well, Houston stings a bit, but it's okay. It's okay because you know what? We're gonna get better. We're young. His second year, 2 years ago, they even said it. We were a joke in the NFL. We were one of the laughing teams here. D'Amico, CJ, maybe slowly goes to New York, and maybe he wins a job somewhere.
We're not that lucky. We're
I
not
know.
that lucky. We're
We'll
not that
probably
lucky.
give
I'll
him
tell
a
you
job.
what. Somebody's gonna offer him a job, and he might just do what Ben Johnson did in Detroit. Like, nah, I'll stay right here. Like, why would I go fucking coach that shit show?
But I can just mess with CJ.
Yes.
That's true. Build his
I would
resume.
like to see the Texans bring not necessarily another offensive play caller, but like obviously, what's his name? The quarterback coach Johnson. I
Okay.
don't know that I'm fond of his work. I think maybe CJ could use a little bit better guidance. Like I don't know what they work on, but it looks like CJ don't work on the shit he's supposed to. Like he does the same things over and over that piss us off. So
Yeah.
stop.
Don't hang out with Micah Parsons either. Like
Yeah, at
all
all.
off season. I don't hear. I know y'all are friends, all that shit. I don't care. Don't hang out. I'm
Fuck
tired.
Micah Parsons.
It's
You
like
know what's funny though is I was thinking the other day, and as long as Houston's been around and we've been enemies of the Cowboys, we've never really stolen a player from them.
true.
But I think Micah could be the one.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Somewhere down the line, maybe. But right now, no. We got Daniil. We got Daniil Hunter. He drove Jawan Taylor's fat ass into Pat Mahomes' lap earlier. And I was like, oh, he big mad. Like, he was so sick of the stupid shit. He just bull rushed Jawan Taylor right into the fucking quarterback.
Bah!
And I was like, all right.
Oh man. Well, Texans fans, you made it to this point. Like, subscribe. It's all love from us on Bayou City Boys. Season.
I know our number one hater is gonna have a lot to fucking say, and that's fine. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's on Zach. It's fine. He's gonna say something about Zach not benching 700 or some shit. He's gonna say that he could have made the passes CJ didn't make or some shit. All right. Subscribe. We got more videos coming as the off season comes in. Enjoy Cancun, Texans. Some of y'all don't really care if y'all enjoy or not. I don't want to see y'all. Some of y'all just need to clean your lockers out when you get back to NRG because you're not going back over there. Yeah, we're talking to some of you guys for show. A lot of questions. It's all good. It was a fun season, ups and downs. We'll figure it out. Other than that, we outie. Later.
Dude.
Peace.